Hi guys, welcome. So in this video I used concealer as eyeshadow base because I just want to show you that you have many options, and I'll be using this cream colored eyeshadow or powder to set my eyebrows to reduce the look of oiliness. Then I apply some setting powder to catch any fallout that may result from applying all the eyeshadow, because I'll be using shimmery eyeshadow, pigment, and so many different colors. Now I'll be using this eyeshadow palette from Beauty by AD, and this is actually one of my favorite bridal palettes because the shades are so pigmented and carefully selected. So those are the shades I'll be using: black, browns, and these are the brushes I'll be using as well. So you want to go in and pat that eyeshadow base. Make sure that there are no crease lines before you start applying the eyeshadow. So I used the lightest out of all those colors, which is a pinky nude, to apply into my crease as my transition shade. Then I followed up with black at the outer eye corner because I needed some depth and I needed some character to my eyeshadow. So I applied that to the outer V part of my eyes just to give it a little bit of definition. Now I took it upward toward the crease because I wanted to create an illusion of having bigger eyes, which is why I went above my natural crease line. Then I switched to a denser blending brush and I used it to blend around the edges while using a burgundy shade or a maroon shade just to kind of diffuse that black, because I can't really use black to blend itself. So I wanted to use one of the colors that would be the base for the eyeshadow. Then I went back in with my concealer brush and I patted the center of my lid again just to make sure that it is still a bit tacky to receive the shimmery eyeshadow. When you are using eyeshadow base, you have to do these steps sometimes too, so this is quite common. And now I've gone back to my blending brush to make sure that there are no harsh lines before I go in with the shimmery shade. I love this palette so much because when you're trying to achieve that kind of pigment, when you're trying to achieve the kind of quality you get from shimmery eyeshadows, you can achieve that from this palette and it looks really good, especially for brides. After applying the shimmery eyeshadow, the next step would be gel liner. You can use a liquid liner or a pencil liner or whichever one you prefer, but I'd be using this one from Younger Beauty with an angled flat brush, and I'll first start from my lower lash line. I applied it into my waterline and I tried to do like a kitten wing. I have hooded eyes, as you can see, so I try to avoid really thick wing liners. But when I can get away with it, I do a thin wing and then I tightline the top of my lash line. As you can see, I'm applying the liner inside my waterline. You have to be careful and be steady with this step to achieve results. And then for the lower lash line, I applied some of the burgundy eyeshadow just to blend out the black liner. Then I'm going to be using this Ezekiel Duraline. It's a liquid that is meant to help you stick other products onto your face or eyes, and I'm using that as adhesive for my glitters. You can also mix this with foundation. I've seen people do that for a long-lasting effect. You can use this to mix products that have already dried up and it will kind of revive them. So I pressed the glitter onto my eyes and then I went in with mascara just to comb out my lashes and prepare them for the false lashes. And then I just stuck the false lashes onto my eyes, making sure that I don't overpower that eyeliner. You want to keep it as close to your lash line as possible so that when you open your eyes, your eyeliner is evident, your lashes are evident as well. Now we would sweep off the excess powder and also wipe off any fallouts before we go on in with setting spray. Now setting spray just helps everything on the face marry each other and also reduces the look of powderiness. I like to go in with a sponge to press in that setting powder and the setting spray, and I also go around the places that I set originally before. Now I am applying highlighter and I'm just applying it to the tip of my nose and my nose bridge. Those are really the places that I need to glue. Then I also go on to the highest point of my cheeks to apply the highlighter. I love highlighter so much, so I never do a look and skip it. And to further intensify that highlighter, I'm going in with this So Pro Cosmetics highlighter. It's a loose highlighter and you can see the face I made. Just a little is enough. You don't want to over dip your brush thinking it is not pigmented, because it really is. Can you see that the way it hits the light is exactly how I love it? So I got that glue that I wanted, and I just used my finger to blend it in. And a little bonus is a lipstick tutorial to go with this look. I would be using these shades from Ezekiel Cosmetics. We have a dark purple shade that I am using to outline the outer corner of my lips. And I always like to use my videos to prove to you that regardless of how full or little your lips look, you can rock any color. Here's me with full lips rocking a pink ombre lipstick combo, and I think it came out really stunning. One key is to always make sure that you smack and blend all harsh lines to achieve the best looking lipstick combo. And you can go in with a brush if need be if your smacking lips did not get you the results you wanted. Now I also went in with clear gloss because I love the matte look, but I just feel like lip gloss will photograph better. So I applied some lip gloss and I was right. Look at me. I'm already having an attitude even without checking if my hair is okay. And that finger soaking technique helps to get rid of lipstick from touching your teeth. And I just had a little bit of fun before I arranged my hair. I had this mini twists for a little while, so in order to refresh them, I just put some water and conditioner, and then I just kind of made sure to squeeze that water in, and they were flexible again. So this time around, I left the hair on my forehead, and I think this look went really well, really, really well. Like, I was contemplating, because these are not my best colors. I don't like pink that much, but I think this combination came out really beautifully. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please comment them in the comment section below. Do not forget to subscribe before you leave. And if any of my other videos interest you, kindly watch them, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.